Hi Pisces, welcome to the channel of love. I am going to do you guys a reading for this March time. We're going to be using the Fuego Tarot first. Let's pull 3 cards. Have a look at your energy. The Two of Wands. Interesting. This is an interesting energy. The Two of Wands, the Knave of Wands, and the Knave of Pentacles. Let's have a look. A 9 of Swords is the bottom of the deck. I'm distracted by these cards here. Now, I actually know, I believe it's an error of mine. I'm going to double check actually, because the reading that I done earlier on, little feather, the reading I done early on, I said it was the Knave of Staves, and I think that might have been the page. I think I might have read the wrong card, but it was too late to rectify it. And are there any errors? So I called the Knight the Knave of Staves, and it was the Knight of Staves. So the Knight of Staves may rush in where angels fear to tread. Now this is important because we've actually got the Knave of Staves, and it sounds to me as if it's describing the Knight of Staves. The Knight of Staves may rush in where angels fear to tread. Now it looks like a dark cave now. This boldness without forethought may be foolish, but it can also lead to greatness. He is susceptible to failure more than those who never take a chance, and yet fortune seems to follow him and keep him from true harm. He will champion any righteous cause and pursue any path that promises glory. If this card does not represent a person, it can mean a time of increased activity or unexpected travel. The key ideas is fearless action, possible recklessness, a surge forward in an endeavour. Okay, let me explain this reading to you, Pisces, okay? And I do believe that I've done that reading this morning before your reading because they, I was going to say they coincide. Okay. Right, we have 2 feminines here. Now, I actually felt that this was maybe a choice between 2 females. And then I'm feeling that this is the masculine energy here. It takes me to the beast, the hare. If you were looking at like Beauty and the Beast, the beast's hair here. So the beast is like entering the cave. He's got his flame here, and he's got a crown. I'm still going to call it a him. And he's got one leg that's a stick, a wand, and then the other leg's all right. Now, this might, when this card first came up, I felt it was a choice between 2 ladies, women. I'm not sure that's the case. This is more about seeing the female version within this masculine version. So this masculine seeing his divine feminine attributes, traits within himself, because then we have a very masculine figure here who is the Knave of Pentacles. A very masculine figure who's very feminine here. Okay, it's definitely here about taking a chance. And it's about choosing the divine feminine. It might seem like it's a reckless decision, but it's one that fulfills him. These energies coincide with each other. Because I felt maybe this is the same person. It's just a masculine and a feminine version of it. Okay, why are things a bit prickly here? We've got a hedgehog who has spears coming out of its back. And there's a dragon. So this is stopping any dragons from now, monsters, let's say that, from harming this hedgehog. And he's not afraid because he hasn't rolled up into a ball, so he's not hiding. He's moving forward, although he can't see. But then look, this is like supersonic sight here. Hedgehogs only really come out in the dark, don't they? Although I've seen them in daylight. I wonder if it hurts their eyes. So, what after coming out of the dark, I feel this masculine's on fire. There's just so much fire. There's fire within the hedgehog here. Now, we're going to have to pay attention to the skull, because there's a skull here. And we have a skull here. And then we have another one here. And then we have a treasure chest. And then we have a bone. And we have another skull up the top here. You have to try and make some sense out of this. Is this about choosing another woman, or is it about choosing the female version of yourself? The one that most represents you, inside and out. Okay, let's go to your angel and ancestors. Your angel and ancestors. So you have a particular angel here. But this is something the masculine has to do on his own. Because he's daring to go somewhere where angels wouldn't dare to go. So, okay. Let's see what your angels and ancestors would like to say. The Lord, take charge with authority. That is the Divine Masculine's card here. Take charge with authority. You seeing the resemblance between the beast energy? So he's going after his beauty, but that's once he's seen that beauty within himself. Okay. I can just hear, like, she's a beauty. Let's read about the Lord. Don't be afraid to take charge or use your voice. Be strong. The Lord is the consort of the lady. So the Lord is the consort of the lady, the emperor in the traditional tarot. He represents an authoritative male who isn't afraid to lay down the law, but this doesn't mean he is angry or chauvinistic. He is self-possessed, reliable and ambitious, a man of honour who has earned his place in society. The Lord in this oracle holds a ram staff and wears a crown of antlers, showing he keeps himself firmly rooted in the ground and is protective of his people. His regal air indicates he has a taste for the finer things in life, yet he is sensitive to those who are less fortunate than he is. I felt the energy of being sensitive to those who are less fortunate than what he is, him being a bit of a sucker, okay? A past energy, he could be easily manipulated, but I don't know, I feel this masculine's manipulating something, not in a negative way. He's manipulating energy here. He's not, he's manipulating his fear. The extended message. Sometimes you have to take control in order to be honoured. If you feel that your kindness or gifts are being taken for granted, it's time to change that. There is no excuse for bad behaviour, and the ancestors are encouraging you to hold your ground and speak your mind in a fiercely loving way. You have the energy and might to overcome dramas or energies that aren't working for your growth, and it's time to take charge before you find yourself in a situation you don't want to be in. You are being encouraged to be the boss instead of being bossed. This card also brings the energy of ambition and can show you have the potential to move upwards on a professional level, but only if you act with authority and show who you really are. It's a really nice strong energy here, Pisces, that this masculine is sitting in. Let's go to the Power of Love activation cards. Okay, you got 2 cards. The first one is past. Through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. That's beautiful. Takes me to this card here. Through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. That's the wrong book. The past is done, and the future is yet to be. All you have is the now, and the past is your greatest teacher. Everything that has happened up until this moment is the product of the person you see in the mirror. That is why the power of now is so important. Only in the present do you have the opportunity to create both your past and your future. Always be mindful of your present moment thoughts, because in seconds, now will be your past, which you cannot get back. You don't want the past to steal your future, and the bridge between the two is the present. Begin to live in present time, and always remember that through loving, compassionate thoughts and actions, you are creating a past that you can be proud of, and a bright future that awaits. Right, so very deep message within this message, guys. So let's finish with a postcard from Spirit. Oh, we had another Power of Love card. Self-love. You realise that love of self is necessary to love another. Self-love, your masculine and feminine within. I've gone all dry in the mouth all of a sudden. As the old saying goes, you can't love... Let me clear my throat. Okay. Are we good? We're good. As the old saying goes, you can't love somebody else until you love yourself. It's true. The most important goal you can achieve in this physical dimension is that of loving yourself unconditionally, and it's a tough one. You are the very person who knows your dark secrets, faults, and shortcomings the best. It's easy to see the good in other people because you don't know anyone but yourself inside and out. Do you really think that you are the only person you know who is not worthy of your love? Your soul is perfect. Your human shell is imperfect, and so is everyone else's. The quality of love you give out is only as good as the quality of love you have for yourself. So stop shortchanging the world by not loving yourself with the same intensity you do others. You've made mistakes, but you've learned from them. That's what progress and spiritual evolution are all about. Love your weaknesses as much as your strengths, because they are your teachers. Now we should finish with a postcard from Spirit. With love. It's a beautiful swan on here. Dearest you, do you know how much we love you and want to help you? My ears are ringing. We are here for you, and we hear you ask for guidance, but you must let go and let us help you. You don't have to do it all. You've done your part. Now let us do ours. You would be awestruck if you knew how many strings were pulled through the matrix to give you what you need and desire. Spirit has a plan, and when you sign up to be a co-creator, you need to remember to allow the partnership. It's not one-sided. Your desires and plans meet up with those of Spirit. Remember though, Spirit's timetable and ideas of how things will play out might be quite different from yours. Trust us. Spirit's ideas are amazing. Now let go and let us do the magic. Pay attention to other areas of your life, and before you know it, a miracle will have taken place. We love you so much. Pisces, I will catch up with you soon. Until then, take care. Much love. Bye for now.